Hi, I am Vicky and I work here at Taurus Software. I'll be one of the presenters that you'll meet during this project. We have developed this video series and project with the goal in mind that it could be replicated directly in your environment and that the people watching this video may actually have varied experience with the DataBridger product. So you will see there is a video for each of the tiny steps in this project. This is to allow for those that are comfortable with some of the aspects of DataBridger development to be able to pick and choose the sections that will help them. If you're new to DataBridger, welcome. We're excited to help you with your first data movement journey, one step at a time. Finally, a reminder, although we're providing video, there are real humans standing by to help if you have questions. They can be contacted via email at support@taurus.com or via the phone at 650-482-2022, extension 2. So in this section, we will start with an overview of the architecture of DataBridger. Then we'll cover the short steps that have to happen in Salesforce to grant access to DataBridger's access. And finally, a quick overview of the project's objectives and the steps that will be covered. So just a reminder, DataBridger is a data multi-tool. It is a data movement tool whose use cases involve projects which need to move and transform data. Some of those projects include data movement which integrates multiple applications, passing data to and fro based on some event, data migration, which moves data from an old application into a new one, transforming the data into the new formats that are required. A data analysis repository, which combines data maybe from the cloud or multiple physical sources to provide users with data for analysis in a centralized repository. Historical data management, which creates a management process to keep the production environment lean and mean while still meeting regulatory or user requirements for access to historical information. All of these are made easy by using DataBridger's low-code capabilities and its abilities to access both the cloud and server-based data, making it particularly useful for hybrid data environments like the one we're going to be using in our project. So about our project. We actually have 3 mini projects as part of this whole video series. One will actually be taking data from a CSV file and inserting it into Salesforce. Another will be updating data in Salesforce. And the last will be deleting data from Salesforce so that you get a good handle on how Salesforce handles both all 3 of the actions: inserts, updates, and deletes. Good news is that all projects in DataBridger follow the same high-level steps. So whether it's working with Salesforce or working with moving data between 2 different databases, the process is the same. The first step is that you'll actually have to connect to the things that you're going to be reading from or writing to. So in our case, we'll be connecting to a CSV source and connecting to our target, which is Salesforce. The next thing is that we actually map our data. And mapping means that we're going to describe how the data is going to be moved into the target from the source. So any transformations that are required, it will handle the movement from one field to many or from field to field with whatever transformation logic that you need. And then finally, once you've described the project of what you actually need to do, what needs to move where and when, you can actually execute it. In the first of our mini exercises, we're wanting to take data which is located in a CSV file and move it into Salesforce. We have used a CSV file because it makes it easy to reproduce this project in your environment easily. And all of the things that you'll see as we use that will be displaying the data you should be seeing. And by starting off with a source that we can then let you download and use, it'll make it easier for that process for you to stay along as you're actually doing that project in your own environment. That being said, the source connection could have been anything. It could have been a database or another cloud-based application, whatever it was. The same capabilities of being able to insert, update, and delete out of Salesforce would have been the same, and the development steps would have been the same. With DataBridger, you're going to find that the development steps are always the same. You first connect to your source and target, you map the data into the target structure, and then you execute the movement. In our next section, we're going to describe the administrative tasks that have to happen in Salesforce to allow DataBridger access. You're ready for the next step?